Welcome everybody. See that this is getting up and running. Looks like we're good. So welcome to today's Facebook Live update for North Tonawanda City Schools. My name is Greg Wojtyla. I'm the superintendent, and today is May 12th. So updates. We'll start with sort of where we are with COVID and our opening plan. We meet every Tuesday and as needed, but every Tuesday for sure, with the Department of Health. And we are in the 152 per 100,000 range, and the CDC says we have to have it under 100 to bring back secondary students. So the only thing that they're cautioning us is that to watch the numbers, kind of look back when we do the math. And as we look back, we see there's a couple of low days coming. So we think that 152 will get lower. But it only takes 1 or 2 days of a higher positive count with people getting tested that we would be back over 100. So sort of the rule of thumb is that once we get under the 100, we wanted to wait 7 days to kind of look at the back average to make sure we weren't going to be fluctuating back and forth with we can bring the secondary students back, we can't, we can, we can't. So that's going to put us into May 18th to May 20th, at least. If we come down in the next couple days under 100, then we want to start that 7 days to make sure we stay under there. So the issue is that then we have Memorial Day, and then the high school and the secondary school ends usually the second to third week of June. So we're looking, with kids coming in the hybrid schedule, that there may only be 4 to 6 additional in-person days, and for all the disruption and change in attendance and all that, would it be worth it or not? So we can't really make that decision until we see when we get under 100 per 100,000, and as of I get a daily update on that every day. There's actually 2 numbers. There's a CDC number and then the New York State number, and they're close, but they're not exact. One's about 20 higher than the other, usually as a rule. So we're looking for clarification on what number we need to follow as well. So as soon as we get under 100, I'll let you know, and then we'll look at the trend backwards to see if we think we're going to stay under 100. Worst case scenario, we stay as we are, 712 for the rest of the year, and get ourselves psyched up, hopefully, for full in-person instruction come September. So that's where we are with that. The K-6 schools are all back, and they are doing very well on the 4 days of instruction, and the busing and everything seems to have worked itself out for as much as we can fit. Sadly, we can't fit everybody, but that seems to be going well, and they're happy to be back in more days. So we're happy for that. Back on COVID, the Department of Health has moved out of Lockport. They were at Gatwick Fire Company this past weekend. I think they said they had just over 200 people come to that, and they were in, I believe, Roy Hart, and they're going to the different school districts and areas, but they're all walk-in now, so you can go anywhere. So if you go on the Niagara County Department of Health site and you see where their clinics are going to be for the coming 2 weeks, you can go to any one of those and they'll take you in. They said the number of people coming for vaccinations has dropped significantly. They are thinking that next week they will approve the Pfizer vaccine for children 12 and up. So if you are a parent who is considering that, there's a place to get that. We encourage those people who want that to take care of it. That Niagara County has those, and it's Moderna and Pfizer right now that they will be giving out. But if you're a younger person, you have to have Pfizer. Let's see, any district? Yeah, you can go there from any district, even if it's in another school district. If you're going to be in Star Point or Niagara Wheatfield in the coming weeks and you want to take a ride out there, you can do that. All right, so we've got that covered. And then an announcement on Chant, which kind of helps us here in North Tonawanda with all our youth and our programming to keep them healthy and safe. and they are having a Mayor's Park event on Saturday, May 22nd, from 12 to 4, and that's off of Sweeney Street, and it's sort of to meet and greet your favorite superhero, and because we have created our smoke and vape-free parks. So there should be flyers around that look like this, and it's open to everybody in the community. It is Saturday, May 22nd from 12 to 4. We hope people take advantage of that. There'll be lots of superheroes and food and games and prizes. So we have that. The other hot topic this week has been baseball. And our baseball fields that are on Nash and Rui, this is our first year that really we're going to be playing on them, because last year when they would have been deemed playable was COVID, and we didn't have any baseball for them to play on. But we are running into a little bit of a wet couple of weeks here, and they need some attention. So we did call out the lakeside sod, take a look at it, which they said they were built very well, but it seems that there might be just a little bit too much clay on the running area, and after this season they will come out and help us kind of turn that up and get it to the proper thickness so that it dries as fast as possible. Clay, obviously, like a sand, is absorbing water, and that's been our problem there to get on those fields. But today's a great day weather-wise. It's a little windy and it's dry, and we just need like 3 or 4 more of those so we can get our equipment out there, trim it up and get it lined, and we hope to have our first baseball home games here. And then going forward, this season we'll work with Lake City Sod and our Department of Buildings and Grounds there to kind of just turn up that area again of the clay, maybe get some more sod put in there so that the grass that's growing can have some help and get thicker and more lush. So every year that it's here and every year that we're maintaining it, we hope that the drainage will get better on it and that there will be no delays. I know we're supposed to have a home game this week that we kind of switch spots with Lockport. So we'll be going to Lockport, and then we hope to have the fields up and running before that home game comes back here in June. So let's keep our fingers crossed for some good weather. We do have our people on it and the good people at Lakeside Sod coming out to keep us updated and posted on it. So we hope that those fields will be used for a long time to come. And if there's anything the district can do to improve it with suggestions from Lakeside Sod, we'll do that so that they dry out as soon as possible. It's sort of a problem with anyone who has the grass fields, right? So we're mercy of Mother Nature. So we know that they need to kind of be tended and groomed a little bit better, and we made a commitment to do that. So we will be on that as much as possible. Opening day for NTHS baseball is tomorrow. Once again, we're being told NT will not have home field. This needs to be addressed. Why aren't the new fields ready to go again? So they will be ready. They just need to dry out. They're not ready. They're just too wet. And luckily, with some of the area places that we can play, they're going to switch with us, so we'll have our home team games. Are there any more upcoming days off from school or half days that haven't been announced yet? So one of the things that will be coming is Juneteenth. This was made a holiday at the state level and federal level. So it is June 19th, but then you either observe it on the Friday or the Monday if it falls on a weekend. So we have Memorial Day off, which is a Monday. Then we're going to have June 18th off, which is a Friday. And then, of course, I think by then the middle school and high school would be out in exams because the Regents exams start the 17th. So it really only affect the K-6 students. And then we look to see if there's any extra days for snow days to give those back the last week of June. So we should have that information out to parents next week at the latest. Okay, so we can do that. I don't think we'll have any more snow days to worry about, and we'll get that information out to parents. But for May, nothing as a half day, just the 31st, which is Memorial Day, and then the next day that's scheduled off is a Friday, June 18th. And then the last week of school might be a little bit shorter for the elementary kids, but we're not sure yet. Any new updates on possible summer program for K-6? So yes, we just don't know how many sections we're going to have yet because we put it out first to the teachers to see who's interested in teaching. But we're planning on a pre-first, pre-second, pre-third, pre-fourth, pre-fifth sections to help those kiddos get ready for the next grade level. Be literary intensive, which means while they may be incorporating a social studies topic or a science topic, it'll be based through the literature to really help these kids stay on reading level and get them prepared. Because if you can read, you can teach yourself to do anything. So we're going to focus on the literacy this summer. And we know that it'll start July 5th. It's that right after the 4th. I'm going to grab my calendar. Hang on. So we know there's going to be 2 sessions so that parents can still enjoy the summer. You could sign up for both sessions. We're going to do some teacher recommendation to get this program going. But we have to see how many staff members we have who are willing to work this summer. And then we can kind of divvy up the sections and let everybody know. So it's still a little bit in the planning stage, but it's well underway that we will do programming here in July. And it is, we're off Monday the 5th because July 4th is a Sunday. So that first week it'll go Tuesday through Friday. And then it'll go into Monday through Thursdays. There'll be no Friday summer program. But we'll get that information out to parents as soon as we know how many sections we have. We are trying to cap these summer sections at 15 students each. We feel that's important for a couple of reasons because we still probably have to wear masks in the summer and social distance. And we don't want to have 20 or 30 kids on top of each other. And in order for this intensive literacy to really do anything that's going to show a change, maybe by moving a grade level, which is what we hope to really do intensively, we need to have the teachers be one-on-one as much as possible with kids. So they'll be capped at 15. Why did we wait so long to consult Lakeside Sod? Actually, it was just a perfect storm and some oversight on our side. There's no mystery to it. Last year, when everything was closed with COVID, we didn't even have employees coming into work in June at the time, which would have been baseball season. So by the time we started back last year in July, it was dry and hot, and everything was fine. Like if we had a baseball season in July, the fields would have been good to go. So then we got through the winter, and we're looking at the fields to get them ready for field, and we're noticing that the clay's not drying. And it was really just the perfect storm that last year during baseball season in the early spring, March and April and May, we weren't here. And a lot of the staff didn't start coming back until mid-June. That includes buildings and grounds and everyone else. So it was sort of the perfect storm for that. So we did know that the fields were playable, and we did have sort of a couple dry weeks in April here, like a fake spring we got, and things were looking great. But then once it started raining every night and every day, that's when they noticed that the sod, not the sod, but the clay was not drying as fast as we thought it should. So that's why we called the Lakeside Sod people to kind of come out and take a look at it. The good news is they said it was very well constructed, and it's got a very strong base there. If anything, they think there's just a little bit too much clay on it, and that's making it thicker than it needs to be, and so it's taking longer to dry out. So that's a good problem to have, but it's not good to have any problem when we want to play baseball. When will the last day of school be for K-6? I'll be able to tell you next Wednesday for sure. There's a few things we have to look at. This Juneteenth holiday kind of threw us for a loop, so there's one less day. Usually we look and we have 2 or 3 days extra built into our calendar, and we look to give them back to the parents and the kids the last week of June. But this Juneteenth kind of threw us off. So at last night's meeting, the board approved us having June 18th off for Juneteenth And now we got to put that into the state calendar for state aid. And as soon as we get the final number of extra days, we'll let you know what happens with elementary. But you will be coming to school in elementary, I would think, yeah, all the way through that June 17th. The 18th is a Friday. And then the next week starts the 21st through the 25th, and that's the last week of school. So it'll be one of those days in that week. So you're good to come all the way till that last week of June, and we'll let you know what day it is. Okay. Graduation updates. Okay, so there's supposed to be another big, well, I don't know big, but another change in the gathering guidance from the governor coming up, and he keeps referring to it as it's going to take effect on May 19th, which is a week from today. So all the changes have gotten better in our favor, which means more people can come without needing to show proof of vaccination or that they are had COVID and are in that 90-day window type of thing, or that they have to get tested to show that they don't have COVID and show all those things, because that would be a nightmare with, close to 1,000 people trying to check all their data. So our plan, and we shared it with the board last night, is that we will do the event for graduation that weekend of the 26th and 27th, which is Saturday and Sunday, depending on weather, where we can have the most kids and parents coming at a time without needing to check for vaccination and negative testing and that they're in the window. So the reason I can't give you a definite answer is that we think we may be able to accomplish that using our Fine Arts Center. Would be indoor. It would be 2 ceremonies, so we would split the class in half basically and have 2 graduation ceremonies and do that. And then we don't have to worry about a rain day or what the weather is, or that it's 100 degrees out and people are passing out in the sun, or that it's a very rainy weekend and everybody's miserable because they're wet while they're sitting there listening to the graduation speeches. So our goal would be, if we could have it indoors at our Fine Arts Center, that would be the best way. So we're waiting for the 19th to see if that changes. But we know it's going to be the last weekend in June, the 26th or 27th. And we're looking at 2 ceremonies or 3 at the most, because we want to get as many kids together as possible. And we'll give you the details probably shortly after the 19th, because what they're telling me is that it won't change again then before graduation. But they've been watching the rates across the state, and they keep changing it bits and bits. And even if it only changes 50 people, that helps us get more parents in the door and more graduates in the door. So we want to try to have as normal of a graduation as possible. All right. Any other questions for us today? What else is happening? I mentioned about the chant event. Don't forget that, coming up on the weekend of the 22nd of May, and that is free for everybody. You can go to any Niagara County site, even if it's in another school district, for your walk-in vaccine if you're looking for that. The baseball fields hopefully will be cut in the next week if it stays dry, and then we can start using them, and then we'll do sort of a turning over and a removal of some of the clay so that it dries out faster next season. And summer program information's coming. Last day of school for K-6 will be coming as well. And we're almost done wrapping up with this school year. So we appreciate everybody and their comments. Please share this so everybody gets the information, and we will be back next Wednesday. Thank you.